As people talk about awakening, they kind of talk about it in this cryptic, sort of esoteric way, which it is. And there's also a lot of talk of shadow work and this focus on how hard it is, and it is. But I want to share just more of the positive side effects or consequences of coming from and acting within the frequency of oneness. I'm just going to riff these here so they're going to be supernatural and authentic. One, you care about the environment. You see your environment as yourself, and you do not want to intentionally harm it, and you take action where you can to protect and preserve its beauty, realizing that the environment is us. Same thing goes for animals. You develop an extremely close connection to them, or at least compassion and empathy to a very deep degree, seeing these beings as yourself. Same thing with your parents and strangers, even people who you may have typically hated before. You can at least see where they come from, where their childhood wounds are, and you're able to... Sorry, there's someone coming. Okay, I think I got cut off. Another thing that you may experience is extreme telepathy with the people that are closest to you, like very, very mystical levels of telepathy that you wouldn't believe until you experience them. I know most people do experience this, and they kind of call them synchronicities, and it'll be like a friend messaging you, at the same time. But there's a reason for all of this. We're connected, we feel each other. Physical distance does not matter as much as a lot of people think it does. And another side effect of it would be an overall lightness that comes with the acceptance of things as they are. As you become more attuned to oneness, you develop more of a sense of peace or equanimity with the way that things are, not in a spiritual bypassing way, but in a way that you can just meet the moment as it is. You can accept life as it is, and you know that things are happening in divine timing. And in that divine timing, if you decide to take action towards something, then you will take aligned, inspired action. You will also have much higher standards with who you choose to spend your time around. You will choose to spend time with higher vibe beings, people who are also coming from love, oneness, unity, inclusivity, non-judgment. Because why would you spend your time anywhere else where you know that this is the truth, this is what feels good, and this is who you want to be? We do define ourselves on earth by what we choose, so what we're choosing is the people that we're choosing to spend our time around. And I like to think of our frequencies working similarly as diffusion or osmosis would, where particles move from areas of high to low concentration. So if you are a high vibe person surrounded by a low vibe environment or people, there will be a sort of neutralizing that happens, and it's not going to feel very good for the high vibe person. This doesn't mean you can't hold your own frequency, and this is an important lesson on the path as well, but not for chronically long periods of time. Like if an environment is consistently negative, acting from separation, out of alignment with oneness, unity, truth, awareness, etc., you're not going to survive well. Yes, short term you can get out of there and transform it, but you are not meant to be a savior for anybody. Go ahead and boost those standards on who you're allowing in your life, both romantically and platonically, and honestly even familial relationships. Do not stay anywhere for a long period of time where it is draining you. You value your own time way more on earth. You don't allow yourself to be just a cog in a machine doing useless work. You see yourself as a divine being with purpose and mission, and you will not allow your time to be taken on this earth in a way that doesn't suit the highest. And you know that by draining your life force energy, working for a company that you don't care about, or doing things that you don't want to be doing, is not how you want to be spending your life. You get very quick and honest with yourself there, and you don't allow yourself to compromise. And you remember that the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, is not on a budget, and that your world will shrink or expand to your degree of your self-worth So get that self-worth up, love yourself, realize that you're worthy of a life that you actually want to live, whether it's traveling or building a business or being an artist or anything that someone has told you is unreasonable or impossible. It's not. Aligning with oneness truly will have you caring about humanity, but it doesn't cause you to just throw it to the wind like some fake spiritual gurus will have you believe, who take no part in worldly events or politics, etc., etc. So have discernment. But I have found that true spirituality has you very rooted in your humanness and your ability to have compassion, empathy, understanding. So in some way, shape, or form, you may feel compelled to share consciousness on this earth, share messages of love, of truth, of harmony. And sometimes messages of truth are not peaceful. Sometimes truth comes in like a sword. When people are in their shadow, they're going to be very triggered by the truth. When people are very stuck in victimhood mindset, they're going to be very triggered by you encouraging the creator in them, reminding them of their power, since they've been hiding from it. What else do I want to say about oneness? I've already talked about accepting things that's the way they are, but your sense of trust just expands to infinite amounts, and it really alleviates so much struggle and pressure on your personal self, because you see how divinely guided your life is, has been, and will continue to be. And you just begin to trust yourself to make choices in the moment that align with what you want. And you continue purifying, and you continue listening to your intuition, and then somehow that takes you exactly where you're meant to go. I'm going to keep it here now, so it's short and sweet. I could definitely make a part 2. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have experiences with any of this, or if you want to add anything, any questions. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you, and I will talk to you soon.